How's it going, YouTube? We're back! Yo, man, today we got how good are the New York Knickerbockers? How good are the New York Knickerbockers, really, man?
We got a bench! That's what we got. Last year we didn't have no bench. This year we've got a bench to our name, baby. The New York Knickerbockers are going all the way. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns, Mitchell Robinson, Miles McBride, Jordan Clarkson, Gershon Yabusele, Ariel Hook-Priority, Tyler Kolek, Pacome 98, Mike Brown, baby. 2026 NBA champions, yo, New York Knicks, get ready. 10 months away.
This is the Knicks' year to lose.
Facts.
They have control of the Eastern Conference this year. They're
Facts.
No Celtics. The Celtics aren't a threat. The Pacers aren't a threat. My bad. The Celtics aren't a threat. The Pacers aren't a threat. The Heat aren't a threat. The Hawks. Ooh. The Pistons. Ooh. The Magic. Ooh. The Cavaliers. Ooh. The Bucks. Not a threat. The Heat. Not a threat. The Hornets. Not a threat. The Raptors. Not a threat. The Nets. Not a threat. Who in the East is a threat to the New York Knickerbockers? None. Jalen Brunson, or Karl Anthony Towns is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Facts.
year to lose. They have control of the Eastern Conference this year. Their only main competition being Cleveland Cavaliers. It's literally served up on a platter for the Knicks
Not
to have
scared
a
of the
free
Heat.
ride to the Eastern Conference Finals and then potentially win and go to the NBA Finals behind guys like Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. But it'll be up to them to see how far they take them. And the thing that gets me so hyped up about the Knicks, obviously I'm not a Knicks fan, but if I was, it was the fact that they fixed everything wrong with their squad last year. They got
Facts. We got a bench. We got a coach. Championship. We can smell it already. We can smell the finals. And we have a taste. As a matter of fact, no. We have a taste of the finals, but we smell the trophy.
a new head coach, and they increased the depth. And the depth this year is going to be 10 times better because last year they had Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Karl Anthony Towns run into the ground. That was 82% of their points per game, and they were all playing like 39 minutes plus per game in the playoffs. Now, I know you want to play your stars in the playoffs, but they're able to go out and get Jordan Clarkson. They're able to go out and get Gershon Yabusele. And if one of the two younger guys can step up this season, it'll be a much improved New York Knicks bench that could be a scary sight because of how good that starting five is. And, I mean, when you look at their path to the NBA championship, the two teams that were ahead of them, the Celtics who they beat, and then the Pacers who beat them. I mean, the Pacers are injured. The Celtics are injured. Now it's just the Cavs, quite literally. And, of course, Jalen Brunson, who, yes, he is a smaller guard at 6'2", with a 6'4" wingspan. He can still get it done. It doesn't matter.
Facts.
He's proven just about everybody that covers the
He's
NBA
proved
wrong.
that size
because
don't
back
matter.
when he signed with the Knicks on that big-time contract, everybody said he was overrated. Well, last year he averaged 26, 7.5, and 3 in 35 minutes a game on 49, 38 shooting splits on 6 attempts per game. Ridiculous.
Best player in the
These
East,
are
by the way.
not
Name one
stats
better. You
normally
can't.
see from a guard that is 6'2", much less a guard that's like 6'5". That would still be very impressive, as the smaller guard is starting to die out in the NBA. But Jalen Brunson is not. In the playoffs last year, he averaged almost a 30-piece.
Playoff Brunson is unstoppable. Name one single year Brunson was in the playoffs and he was stoppable. You can't. You can't. 2020. 2020. Were they in the playoffs in 2021? No. 2022. 2023. 2024. 2025. You can't name a time
35 minutes a game, shot 46% from the field and 36%
Facts.
from 3 on 7.5 attempts. It was a phenomenal showing for him. But now with the starters not having to do as much heavy lifting, hopefully the bench can do a little bit more. It'll help them go even deeper. And the Brunson-Cat duo was better than anticipated, honestly. Cat came
And
to
we
New
got
York
ran
and
a
did what he always
we
does.
got
Now,
rid
yes,
of
he was
a
always in foul
campaign in
trouble,
the
which is
butt.
nothing new. But when he was on the court, he was deadly. He's a 7-footer, a legit 7-footer with a 7'4" wingspan. He's a big dude, but he can move around. That's what makes him so special as a player, his ability to be agile and make cuts. Here he is knocking down the 3 ball as well. Averaged 24.5 points a game, 12.8 rebounds, 3.1 assists, and 1 steal. And
We are 2 months away from New York Knickerbocker basketball. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm coming off as only like, oh, we're so close, it's right around the corner. No. It should be 2 hours, not 2 months. It should be 2 minutes, as a matter of fact. 2 millimeter seconds. Because 2 months, bro? 2 months to wait for Knickerbocker basketball? Do you guys not realize that we got to go through the whole month of September? We got 1 more month left, plus these few weeks. Oh, you know what? As a matter of fact, it doesn't even. The NBA season starts in late October. Like, it's not even 2 months away exactly. No. Not 2 months away exactly. Hurry up. Honestly, the NBA season should start in September.
game, shot 53% from the field and 42% from 3.
Facts. Make it 100 games.
That Cat is one of the more underrated players in the league because he is so dominant, but people just make fun of him because of his voice, and he's easy to be a meme. Like, stepping out and knocking down threes
and
after
after all
that's not an easy
he's
thing
a
to do.
multi-millionaire playing for the
another
best
big
team in
wing
the
who's
East.
about
He's gonna make the
6'8"
finals for
with
the
a
first
7'2"
time.
wingspan.
Where y'all
He
at,
can
Minnesota?
Really defend. He's a phenomenal point of attack defender, but he can also do a lot of other stuff. He can create for himself on the offensive side of things.
Sometimes.
In the playoffs, he only shot 41% from the field and 34% from 3, which is not good. So hopefully that goes up by next playoff run.
Man,
but
we got some scores off the bench, man. We just need them to play D, bro.
Slump at the wrong time. Then you have Bridges as well, the other 3-and-D wing they have. They have like an all-star duo of 3-and-D wings on the perimeter, just about as good as you can get for people that are considered, I guess,
Bridges
role players.
is
Although these
good
are very
when he's
high-level
good.
role players. Bridges is 6'6" with a 7'1" wingspan, can really defend, can score as well. His mid-range is undefeated, even though his three-point shot has kind of declined a little bit over the past couple of years. He averaged 17.6 points a game this year, 3.7 rebounds and 3.2 assists on 50% shooting from the field, 35% from 3.
Amen.
And of course, he's pretty much guaranteed to play 82 games a season at this point, and has played more games than anybody else in the league. And as a matter of fact,
That's when
he's
he
played
scored
more
40
games
points,
than
though,
any
bro.
other team in the NBA over the last 6 years. Jordan Clarkson, the first addition that I'd like to talk about today, because I think this is going to be fantastic. A microwave scorer that you can bring off your bench. And yes, he played for Utah last year, but he still averaged 16.2 a game with 3.7 assists, 3.2 boards in 26 minutes. Shot 41% from the field, 36% from 3. An absolute microwave scorer off that bench, getting to spots and knocking down shots in his 1 year, $2.3 million
And we
contract.
got him
Kind
for
of a
cheap.
deal, although he's already made a majority of the money that he's going to make in the NBA. Maybe still a little bit out there for him, but he's just here to come in off the bench and create for the New York Knicks this year and be that scorer while Deuce McBride is the defender. Mitch Robb and Gershon Yabusele have their spots solidified off the bench as well, so it'll be up to either Pacom Dede or Tyler Kolek as to who wants that last spot as the 10th man, and they could just run a 9-man rotation. It'll be up to them, but Jordan Clarkson
Honestly,
has
I
pretty much
don't
solidified
think
himself as either the
Pacom's
6th,
gonna
7th,
like
maybe
see
8th guy.
regular minutes. I think it's gonna be either Kolek or Huck Porty. Especially if we run Mitchell Robinson and Towns together, which I think we should. But yeah.
Off that bench. He's going to be having a large role next year. Gershon Yabusele, I like this addition as well. Of course, played his way back into the NBA during the Olympics.
You know what's crazy during the Olympics, I was talking to my dad. I was like, "Yo, this dude about to make it to the NBA just based off these performances in the Olympics," and he looked at me like, "Look at him now. He's on the Knickerbockers, man. Making it big for himself." Pause, bro. Let's go.
And the Knicks go out and sign him away from the Sixers on a 2-year, $11 million deal. He quickly became one of the fan favorites in Philadelphia, so Sixers fans were mad that he left. But he is going to bring a lot to this Knicks squad. 11 points a game, 5.6 rebounds, 2.7 assists, and 1 steal in 27 minutes a game. Shot 50% from the field and 38% from 3 on 4 attempts per night.
Look at McCain,
right
man.
here with the big time. I mean, he's a big dude, too. Look at him. He's got a wagon hitched onto that thing as well. It's 6'8", 265. He's a monster to get in front of in the open court. He's like Zion if he stayed healthy, but without as much bounce. Here he is out in transition, getting all over Denny Avdia there. And then the final spot on that bench, like we talked about earlier, it's going to go to one of these two guys.
It's going to go to either Kolik or
knocking down shots. I mean, right here, off the dribble, getting to a spot. He's 6'9". With a 6'9" wingspan, so not a plus wingspan, kind of stinks, but he can still have an impact on a game as a stretch
It'd be interesting
wing
if
that can also defend. And
Mike Brown
really
switches up the last spot rotation sometimes during the season. Like some games it's Huck 40, some games it's Pacome, some games it's Kolik, or
as you can see,
you know
off the pick and roll as well, catching from Kolik and then knocking down. He can catch and shoot. He can also slash a little bit. And, I mean, he can just score. He can score from all over the court. Now, the passing and everything else and the efficiency is not quite there, but he was a rookie from France last year in his first year, so we'll see if that improves this season. Now, as for Kolik, y'all made me feel like a casual because apparently the only game this summer that I watched of Kolik, he absolutely went off. And then the other games, he did nothing. So that's on me because I only watched one game of the Knicks Summer League and didn't check the stats to see what to expect. But the one game I watched of Kolik against the Nets, he looked really solid. The other games, apparently, he was not too good. But if he can get back to what he was doing at Marquette, and I think he's a guy that will find his way to having a role in this league. I mean, abusing Drew Timme right here in the drop coverage, just pulling up for 3, makes it look easy. And then finding the cutter out of the corner here, out of the pick and roll. So I think he can scratch and claw to get himself a spot in the league. But we'll see what happens as to who becomes that 5th option off the bench, the 5th piece to that rotation. Because, of course, like I said, the starting lineup is pretty solid with the 2 wings we talked about earlier, Josh Hart and then Cat and Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart is the heart and soul of this squad, no pun intended.
Bro, I've been saying Josh Hart reminds me of like mini Westbrook, bro. Like, I've been saying that, and people ain't been agreeing with me. I'm like, bro, you don't see it? He dives at 6'4" at a short height. He's actually taller than Westbrook by 1 inch. But at a short height, he dives for the rebound and then pushes the ball down court. And he either kicks it out for an assist or just takes it in all the way. And I'm like, bro, that's literally Westbrook. I was watching a 2017 whole game the other month, and I saw Westbrook doing the exact same thing Josh Hart was doing. I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot Westbrook plays like that. He plays exactly like Josh Hart. Nowadays, he's a corner type of guy, like stand and shoot type of guy, but, yo, like...
Fantastic rebounder. Plays
now, obviously, minus the athleticism, but, you know, like, they play the same attribute or tendency.
Every single night. You know what you're going to get out of him. He's not the best.
And they have, like, a similar, kind of a similar, like,
Deuce,
jump
who is
shot.
a fan favorite coming off that bench, has really improved as a 3-point shooter, and now he gets to do what he does best, which is defend and let Jordan Clarkson do the scoring off the bench. And then Mitchell Robinson, who kind of came on towards the end of last season. He's been in New York for the highs, and he's been in New York for the lows. Incredible motor on him, and I'm looking forward to seeing him play next year as well. With that being said, let's go.
2026 better fear us. We here. 26, we seeing that Bill Russell. No. 2026, Jalen Brunson is seeing that Bill Russell Finals MVP. We seeing that Larry O'Brien trophy in 2026, baby. You better be fearful for us. Let's go. New York 2026, we here, man. Be prepared. 10 months away. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.